Good morning. I think it's almost 10 o'clock and I wanted to get on here and make sure that you could see me. And I'm glad you're here. I am Deanna Blackman, Stampindede, and every Thursday I do a Facebook Live, Stampin' Thursday. And the third Thursday of the month is always the mystery card, and that's just something we do together interactively, and I reveal clues to you and you put your card together, and it's a lot of fun. I think they're a lot of fun. But today I'm going to show you the new In Colors and show you how well they go together. I'm excited about these colors. They're a little bit different, but they blend together so well. So let's, first of all, if I sound really stopped up, it's because I am really stopped up. All of this pollen, you walk outside and there's green everywhere. The cars are covered with green. And you're breathing that in, I'm breathing that in, and my allergies are just, my eyes water and itch, and I'm stopped up. So, you probably are having the same problem. So that's why I may sound a little like I'm in a well. I feel like I'm in a well. And I'll probably clear my throat a lot. So, hopefully the wind is going to die down in a few days. And if you're in a place that's not windy, count your blessings. Count your blessings. We have had hard winds for, it seems like weeks now. It's been at least a couple of weeks. So, I do want to tell you about a couple of things. The biggest thing coming up for local people is May 7th, the catalog party. And when you come to that, it's not only a catalog party, but it's a buy one, get one free. And I'm going to have quite a few of my retired stamp sets available for purchase. Some of them have dies, some of them have punches. I'm going to have packs, 6x6 packs of retired paper. I need to clear out my paper. But I know that you can use paper, so I'll have those for sale. Whatever you pick out from the retired products, we'll total that up. And if you make a purchase to equal that from the new catalog, which you'll have a copy of, if you make a purchase to equal that from the new catalog, not including tax and shipping, then you will get those products free. Hey, you can't beat that, right? You get what you ordered, plus you get the products you picked out free. So I'm excited about that. It's Saturday, May 7th, 10 to 12. It's just a 2-hour time frame. So you want to get here early and take advantage of getting to go through the retired products. And you will get to browse through the new catalog and visit with other crafters. We'll have refreshments. So come and enjoy that. But let me know. Message me or email me or let me know that you're coming so I can make sure I have enough catalogs and other things available. All right. Also coming up next week, April 21st, at 7 p.m., I'm having a Zoom class, and it's going to be a one-sheet wonder class. And I know we've all probably done a one-sheet wonder, but sometimes we need a reminder, or we may need a new layout, a new cutting pattern. So if you want to participate, it's a free class. If you want to participate in it, then let me know so that I can send you the Zoom link and have your 12x12 sheet of paper, plus have a couple of coordinating cardstock sheets available in white so your base can be white. So have some white cardstock available, and your cutter and your glue, and we will make some. One of these I think makes 11 cards. One of them I think makes 14. I'm not sure. So make April 21st at 7 p.m. Thursday night, and then again on Saturday morning, April 23rd at 10. I'll do another session, another Zoom session, and but it'll be a different layout, and I'm going to use a different piece of paper. So you can attend both, or you can attend one and find out how to do these one card wonders. So they're really, it's an amazing way to cut up to use your designer series paper, your pattern paper, to cut it up and make a large number of cards. All right, so I think that's everything that I needed to tell you about. So now I'm going to turn the camera down. I'm going to try to turn the camera down, and we're going to get started with today's 22-24 in colors. Let me see. All right. I want to make sure that I've got what I need under the camera, and I've got it down pretty low. So here is our new annual catalog, the May 2022 through April 2023. And I am so excited to be able to give you one of these. So if you can't make it to the May 7th catalog party, if you'll let me know that you want a catalog, I'll get it to you after May 7th. All right? Here are our new in colors. They are beautiful colors. We've got a green and a red and a blue and an orchid and a dark blue. So, Parakeet Party is similar to Granny Apple Green, but it's a little deeper color. And then Tahitian Tide. I love turquoise. Love, love, love turquoise. So Tahitian Tide. Sweet Sorbet is a little bit, it's just a little different than Poppy Parade. It's a little lighter than Real Red, and definitely lighter than Cherry Cobbler. So Sweet Sorbet. Orchid Oasis is a beautiful purple, beautiful lavender color. It's deep and rich. Orchid Oasis. And then Starry Sky is a little bit lighter than Night of Navy, and it's a deep, rich blue. So these are the in colors, and we are going to use these. But there was one more thing I wanted to tell you about before we start. Today is the last day that you can participate in the April monthly class to go. The April monthly class to go features the floral squares. And this is a die set that cuts individual squares with flowers in them. So, and then you're given the flower dies so that you can add to, you can build on these squares. Now, I'm going to show you some cards that I made with the floral squares, and these will be the cards that you will receive in your May month or your April monthly to go class. And the class is always $35, and it includes whatever I feature that month. And this month I'm featuring the floral squares. These are retiring, so you just have a couple more weeks to get these, 3 weeks, I guess. So let me know if you want to participate in this class, this monthly class to go for $35. you get the Floral Squares dies, and you will get 4 card kits for one card kit for each of these cards. Here's one of them, using one of the Floral Square dies, and you can see the flowers that are added on the top, cut from the dies. All right, here's one, and this has got that rainbow glimmer paper that is also retiring. However, the new catalog has a glimmer paper for each of the In Colors, so that's a real bonus. But this is using each of the dies, each of the floral dies. Whoops, got it a little bit too high. Here's one. This one is a really pink and gray, using just one of the dies and the cutout, the flowers for that die. And then this one. This one uses a stamped background behind 3 of the dies. And that is your add-on. Your add-on is the stamp set, all squared away. And so for an additional $23, which is the catalog price, you get the stamp set with the sentiments. Happiest of birthdays to you. The best thing about today is you. You are so worth celebrating, like our friendship, and good things grow, like our friendship. So these are some really pretty background. You always need background dies, whether you use it for this or not. But for $23, you'll get the stamp set as an add-on, and I pay the shipping and tax on that. So you get for $35, you get the Floral Square dies. You get the 4 kits, one to make each of these cards, plus a PDF tutorial and photos. And if you add on, then you get enough for an additional $23. You get the stamp set. So I wanted to mention that to you. The deadline is today. If you let me know before midnight tonight, then I will include you in that monthly class to go. All right, good morning, Kay. It's good to see you. All right. Now, this is the card that we're going to look at today. And it is using all 5 of the new colors. And I wanted you to see, whoops, I don't have to do that anymore. I wanted you to see how well they go together, how they enhance each other. And so we're going to make this card. It is not a hard one to make, but it does require a little bit of die cutting. And I used the Beautiful Shapes dies. And I used one of the hexagons from this set. I used this particular die. There's so much potential in this die set. This cuts out 2 separate hexagons. This cuts out 2 separate, whatever these are, 2 separate triangles. These are parallelograms. That's what those are. That's the mathematical name, at least. Then you've got your circles and your hexagons, and you've got these 2 shapes as well. They make great sentiment pieces. They make cutouts as backgrounds. So we're going to use that set to make this card, and you can see that I cut out each one of these. Now, the paper that I used is also here, is one of the new papers. It is perfectly penciled designer series paper, and they're all black and white, great for coloring in. Now, I didn't want to color these in because I really wanted to focus on the 5 In Colors. I want you also to see that I included some of the 22-24 In Color Designer Series patterns. And so these 3 came from the 22-24 In Color Designer Series papers. So they include a plaid, a dot, one with stripes, and then there's another one that's got little flowers. So I wanted you to see that as well. All right, let's get busy on this card. The first thing we need is our base, which very simply is the basic white. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and punch the corner. If you don't have a corner rounder, then you need to go on and get this now, because it's retiring. It is retiring. So, all right, I have to get up here to do this. There we go. Sometimes it just makes so much difference to go ahead and round your corners. It makes a dull card a little bit more interesting. So we've got that, and I have cut some of these already because I did not want to take the time to cut them all, but we are going to cut a couple of them. So let me get this stuff out of the way. We're going to cut the Tahitian Tide. Here, I'll move these over. And I'm using my mini cut and emboss. Love this thing, love this thing. All right. Put it right here. There we go. I'm just going to cut my hexagon. All right, got that one cut. The Tahitian Tide. And then I'm going to cut the Sweet Sorbet, the Designer Series pattern paper. Or the 2224 Designer, In Color Designer Series paper. And it's the plaid on that side, and on the other side you've got your dots. But we're going to use the plaid. And I'm just going to position it right there. All right. Now we've got our, well, not all of our die cutting. We have one more die cutting to do. And I'll have to do it on the larger. So I'm going to go ahead and put this little die away, because I do not want to risk losing it. If you've ever lost a die or a stamp, then you know how heartbreaking that is. So I'm going to go ahead and put it away. And then I don't have to worry about it. All right. Now, we're going to begin by positioning these. And let's see. I'm going to start right here. And you know, you could do any order that you wanted to. I'm going to do it this way. But, and you could do it any direction. And I tried to leave a little bit of a space in between each one. And I'm going to put them all down first, so that, and I did it initially so that I had a feel for what it looked like. And this time I'm just doing it to show you how I did it. Looks like I still need to come down a little more. Okay, then this one is going to go next, and it is going to fit right in there. Then this one is going to fit right there. And this one, and oh, and I embossed this one with the gingham embossing folder, just to give it a little bit of a texture. All right, that's how we're going to make it, and then we're going to cut a space out. I should have left that out. I wasn't through with it. So I'll take the whole thing back out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and glue those down. I'm going to start with this one, right? No, I'm going to start with this one because it's important that it well, and you need to remember not to put adhesive on the whole back, which I just did. So I'm going to take a little bit of the adhesive off because it hangs off. And if you put adhesive on the whole back, it's going to stick to your background. There we go. All right, and then I'll do this one next. Where do I want my flower? I think I want my flower, let's see. Oh, and this one has the dots on the back. No, I think I want it over here. I want it the opposite of that one. Yeah, this is that perfectly penciled paper, and it's got some great patterns front and back. All right, and now I'm going to position it. What, did I do that again? I think I did it again. There we go. And I'm using the liquid glue so that I can move it right into place. All right, then I'm going to do the starry sky. There, I remembered that time. Oh. Okay, we've got those three in place, and I think I'll do this one next, one of the middle ones, and we can do the whole back on that one. So that it just fits right in there. And then I'll do this one. So that it fits right in there. And this one. And you know, if you wanted to make a whole group of these, it would be so easy to just cut several and then just sit in front of the TV and put your patterns together. All right, the last is this one. Here we go. Now I'm going to trim these off. And turn it over to do that. Okay, which ones I had glue on. This one I'm going to have to come around the corner a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is stamp my little splotches. And this stamp is from the Friendly Hello, but you know, any stamp set that you have splotches in works. This was the most handy one. So I'm going to go ahead, and I love to just add that to a card. It just, to me, it adds so much. And I'm going to do, I put my bow on first last time, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have done my splotches first, but I didn't think to do that. So we're going to do that, and I'm just going to run it off right there. All right. So we've got our our little random dots on there. And I used Tahitian Tide for that. Did I mention that? All right. Let's see. So next, I think the next thing we need to do is cut out. So I'm going to get my little die out again. And I'm going to position it right here. And I'm going to use a very well-worn piece of washi tape because I don't want to damage any of the paper around this. It's a very well-worn piece of tape. I need to move it up just a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to take this over to my regular size cut and emboss and get it. So you won't see that because I don't want to move that big thing. But I'm just going to run it through real quick and do that cutout. That gives us a little window that we can put our cinnamon in. Let me get the tape off. Here we go. And now we have a spot for our cinnamon. Now I'm going to burnish it again. Make sure that it's down good. And I'm going to go ahead and put my cinnamon in. And I chose Happiest of Birthdays to You. And it is out of the All Squared Away stamp set that is part of the add-on for the monthly class to go. But it just fit perfectly. So get, looks like it got something in there. There. All right, I'm just going to position it right in the center of the hole. Happiest of Birthdays to You. There we go. Put my ink away before I make a mess. Now, when they open it up, of course, they'll, I don't know what I got all over this paper. Happiest of Birthdays to You. And you can do other things inside. I didn't take the time to do that, but you can certainly do that. All right, we're almost done. All we need to do is add a bow, which I did with the black and white gingham. It's in your new catalog. Okay, I'm making my bow here and trying to not turn the ribbon. You know, it's amazing. I make these bows all the time, and I do them really quickly and really easily unless I'm on video, and then I have a hard time. So why my ribbon gets turned the wrong way on video, I have no idea, but here we go. I just want a small, very small bow, and that ought to be perfect. Puff it up a little bit, trim the edges. All right. Yep. So we're ready to put our bow on. Let me get my glue dot here. Put that on. I just put my bow right there. And we're going to finish it off with the In Color, the new In Color dots. So let me get some of these. Aren't they pretty? And, you know, I just randomly did that. So, I might even change my mind and do something a little different. I'm going to put this one right up here, though. I know I'm going to do the big one up there. But I think I'm going to do a different color right next to it so that it, I don't know, shows up a little more. And then I'm going to do a bigger sweet sorbet there. And that leaves me Tahitian, no, it leaves me with, yeah, the Tahitian tide down here, and I can't get it up there. I think I'm going to do it here. The Tahitian tide and the Orchid Oasis. There. All right. So that's it. That is our, yes, these new colors are so pretty. They're so pretty, and I've seen them used together so well. So let me get this out, and there we go. There is our card and our new colors. Once again, it's the Parakeet Party, the Tahitian Tide, the Sweet Sorbet, the Orchid Oasis, and the Starry Sky. So I hope you are looking forward to being able to order these on May 3rd. And be sure and, you know, watch for your catalog to come online May 3rd, and be ready to get your new catalog in person on May 7th, or let me know and I'll get one to you after that. So thank you for watching, and if you're watching the replay, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that so much, and I hope to see you on Zoom Thursday the 21st or Saturday the 23rd, so please let me know so I can send you the Zoom link, and we're just going to have a fun time together. And you have a great Easter weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye.